What's up, people? We are going live right now. We're already live. We're going live right now. That's right. To unbox all of this stuff over here. Let's do it, shall we? Come on. It'll be fun. All right, everybody. Welcome in to my live stream. We've already got 5 people here. You can tell I'm tired. It's 1:22 in the morning on the East Coast. Give a shout out, guys, if you're in the room to check out this live unboxing. Hopefully, some of the people watching live are actually the owners of some of these books, because many of the books that are coming back from CGC for me. Hey, Johnny's here. There's one of them. A lot of these books here belong to buddies of mine. So I have already shared the grades with them, and I already know them. So I'm not going to feign surprise at the grades, but I will keep you guys in suspense because that's part of the fun, right? So this is not going to be a blind unboxing. And by the way, this is just a little appetizer. Danny's here. What's going on, D? Good to see you. Thanks for joining. I'm pretty happy with the grades overall. No major disappointments for me on this one. I've been hearing rumors lately. What's up, Nitty Gritty? Turf Gritty in the house. Good to see you guys, friends. Thanks for joining. Guys, if you didn't already know, this coming week is going to be a banger because myself, yours truly, will be teaming up with my good buddy, West Coast Avengers. So, West Coast Dave and MM Comics are going to be live together here. It's not a weird time. I'm on West Coast time, Dave. Davey and I are going to be live together here on the YouTube machine. Okay, on Wednesday night on Dave's YouTube. And then on Thursday, Dave's going to be on my Instagram. So we're doing 2 nights, double header, back to back, back to back. That's right. It's a good old-fashioned team up. So, it's been busy this week, and I haven't been able to open the mail. And I realized as I was working on getting shipping from last week out today, that a lot of the packages I need to send out need to include a lot of the slabs that some of these folks are getting back. So I could wait no longer to open this mail. So I figured I never want to waste a graded mail unboxing by not getting it on YouTube, just because that's about the only kind of content I have time to make on YouTube. So I'm just trying to kill a lot of birds with one box cutter. Okay, killing a lot of birds with just one box cutter tonight. All right, so just a couple of aperitifs for you all. We're just doing some raw unboxings before we get into the graded. Dave says we're going to be testing out our new musical comedy called Misa Gungan Klangsil. That's right, that is the official title. Ooh, I'm excited to have these in, guys. I've been waiting for these. Would have been nice to have them, say, last week, but I got these dope Predator books. It's a store exclusive. I ordered apparently 4 copies. Let's see. I'm doing all of the community's most favorite things tonight. Store exclusives and CGC comics. Things that are the most beloved in the comic community these days. Not really. But, we all have our guilty pleasures. Am I right? So Staplegate, am I right, folks? Yeah, who wants to talk about that some more? Getting some notifications. I don't think they're relevant. Everybody I want to talk to is here in the room anyway. I just want to show you guys what this Predator variant looks like. Limited to 600 copies. Yikes. Okay, maybe I just got 3 copies with, these are just the COAs in here. I wonder if I got any exciting numbers. Not that you could tell which is which, because they're not attached to the books. But here's what the book looks like. It's also weird that they... Oh, by Raza. Okay. I thought it was Raza. I just wanted to be sure. So, yeah, the COA says this is a Raza cover for Predator #1. Dave will be stapling all his comics together as one big comic. You better... That's going to be a lot of acetate, Dave. You know what you do when you use acetate, right? You make an ass out of you and tape. Many more hilarious dad jokes to come this Wednesday, guys. So there's my first thing. And oh, what do you know? I don't want to show my address on... I probably already did. Got a little package from West Coast Dave himself. Dave usually puts a sticker on this that says, Hulk says, do not smash. But maybe he's out of Hulk stickers. Danny likes us both, but he doesn't care for split screen. I don't think we care for it either. I mean, I rarely do a team up, but we're going to get totally doxxed. I rarely do a team up, but for Dave, I will make an exception. Dave is an exceptional team up, if you know what I mean. So this is a package from West Coast Dave himself. And he and I recently orchestrated a trade, a partial trade. We're going to see what I got, what my end of the bargain was. Ooh, here's some raw books. Very nicely packaged, Davey. Man, you guys should check out Dave's last video. Danny, if you close one eye, it's better that way. Dave's last YouTube video that he put out last night or this morning maybe is awesome. It's him going to a yard sale posting, and the yard sale that he went to was like in the boonies, and the woman who ran it had a bunch of 50-cent books, a lot of which, like I said, Dave, I would have grabbed way more books than you did. I'm way less discerning than you are, I think. At 50 cents, I mean, you pray that the slab is not cracked. Yeah, I'm going to expose your shoddy shipping in front of the world. No, Dave's latest episode is awesome. It shows him like hunting through 50-cent bins in the boonies, and then he finds a trailer full of comics. This woman bought out a paper supplier or something and just had a shit ton of comics, all of them listed alphabetically on eBay. I was like flabbergasted by that whole exchange. I've been trying to do more hunting this week, going to yard sales, flea markets, and whatnot. I'm actually, Dave, a guy that I met at a flea market this past Saturday or Sunday morning, I'm already going hunting with him tomorrow. He's going to take me to some of his hunting grounds, and we're going to go pulling books together. He said that this record store he knows has a lot of good underground stuff from the 80s and 90s, so that should be fun. So let's see what I got from Dave here. I got a Mortal Kombat 2. I got an Iron Man 219. This is a first appearance of Ghost in a newsstand. Might be able to clean that one up. I got the mother of all male chesticles, Captain America #6. I've never had this book before, but this is the one. This is probably Liefeld's glorious lowest. Daywalker says, hey, Matt. What's up, Daywalker? Good to see you, my friend. This Bane, I think, belongs to somebody. No, Dave? There's no note on it. I think it's Scotty the Bodies. I'll put a note on it right now. Dark Horse Comics #1. Apparently I got that. I don't remember buying most of this stuff. Apparently I bought this Wildstorm swimsuit issue that's like signed by like 15 people, including J. Scott. So as a pinup and J. Scott fan, I got that one. And then because I'm a total freak, I got this Cherry #13, where she's a total Satanist. And I got an Advanced Dungeons & Dragons #1. Cool. Thanks, Dave. And then here's the trade bait. Here's the thing that we traded for. I thought it was Scott Massage. That's his legal name. Scott Massage. Come on, Maddie. You can't lose your box cutter now. That would not be good. Here we go. All right. Wait a minute. This is not my beautiful slab. Or is it? It is my beautiful slab. For a second, it seemed too thin to be a beautiful slab. Let's hope it survives. So Dave and I basically did slab for slab, but along with a lot of the value of the raw books that I got here. This is a book I've only had in a 9.6 before, and I've always loved it and wanted it in a 9.8. Slab looks like it survived. Dave, looks pretty good. Detective 880 in a 9.8. Love this book. So thank you, Davey. If you guys want to know what I traded him, it has not been shipped to him yet, but it is a Saga #1 first print 9.8 CBCS. So I traded him the. I got a 9.8. I'm going to be doing that dance a lot tonight. Spoiler alert. All right. Thank you, Davey Davidson, for the excellent books. All right. So I have two separate CGC orders. I'm going to do this one first. It's a 10-book order, all for one customer, one client, friend of mine. He is not a very tech-savvy gentleman. I don't think he would be. I know he doesn't use Instagram. He doesn't know me from Instagram. So I doubt he's going to randomly see me on YouTube and do this. So this is not for his benefit. It's for you guys. I'll just be delivering this to him at some point in the next couple of weeks. But these are 10 books that he wanted me to press and have graded for him. And so I obliged. These are all kind of like modern store exclusive. I'm not going to do 9.8 dances for all of these. They're just going to go real quick. Basically going to quality control these. This is a Eternal 7 Momoko Virgin. This is a X-Men Trial of Magneto #1 Capullo variant. We got a Task Force Z #1. This is a Kyle Hotz Virgin Sketch Foil. This is a House of Slaughter #1 Del Mundo. I think that's a 1 in 500. Or more. I don't remember which is the 500. This is the 1 in 1,000, I think. That's the Delato House of Slaughter one. 1 in 1,000, I think. Crazy. Then we got a Superman Son of Kal-El #1, the Virgin. That's like a 1 in 50 probably. You got a House of Slaughter 1, the Frizzen Foil. He got a Moon Knight 1 Sankiewicz. It's probably like a 1 in 100. 1 in 675,494. This is a Star Wars War of the Bounty Hunters Shalvey variant. And last but not least, a X-Men Legends #4 action figure variant. So clearly, he got a perfect 10 for 10 in his 9.8 submission. They were not particularly challenging books. I already pre-screened them with him when he told me he was interested in submitting. So, and he has one other book that I sent to CVCS for him because it was a Scorched #1, the signed McFarlane book, which had that narrow window of time when you could have sent it to CGC to get the yellow label, but he wasn't really aware of how that worked, and unfortunately, so he wanted to get the CBCS, what do you call it? Certified, not witnessed, but verified. CBCS verified. So we've got that at CBCS for him now. All right, now here is the 23 books. I didn't have time to press enough books to make this an even 25. It's always a little bit nicer if you can get 25 books at once because it sort of maxes out what you can fit in these silly CGC boxes. So let's go through it, guys. So 7 of these books are mine. And who are the other guys who are getting books? I have my little cheat sheet here. Okay, we've got Jess Monteverde getting 2 books. Scotty the Body Massage getting 1 book. Big Art is getting 3 books. ARRH is getting 3 books. Romlu is getting 5 books, and Johnny Hansen is getting 3 books. Okay, so this was a big, lot of coordination to help these guys out with just a couple of books each, and took me a while to get through this stuff and clear the deck for some other friends of mine who also need their books pressed and submitted. So this is a big relief to get through this submission. And by and large, I think we are going to all be happy with our results. Okay. So here, let's start with Jess Monteverde's 2 books. This is A Department of Truth #1. He wanted to buy a copy from me that I thought would be a 9/8 candidate. And I got him a 9/8 candidate. Done there. Congratulations, Jess. And then, for Lou Tom Tran's charity auction that I ran with Dan Butters, the sort of prize of that, the biggest book of that auction was this Chew #1, which it was a little tough because I remember selling it with Dano. I didn't have the books with me. He had the books on his end. I had some with me, but he had most of the books we were selling on his end. And he and I looked through this book, the first print Chew #1, really carefully, but it was, choppy video quality. So I couldn't be quite certain. I was like, so Dan, you don't see any defects, right? Like, can we sell this as a 9/8 candidate? You don't see any. He's like, yeah, I don't see anything. And sure enough, luckily I got it back, and the defects that were there seemed pressable. So we did not oversell this book. Chew #1 got the 9/8. So happy that Jess was able to bid with confidence on this, even though it was a remote broadcast on my end. So happy that worked out for everyone involved. This is Scotty the Bodies. Trip says CGC turnaround times have been pretty good lately. I have a pre-screen I subbed end of June that's already being processed. No fast track. That's very interesting. Yeah, I think it looks like about 2 to 3 months for regular submissions, which makes me think I'm going to be saving some money. Like, I'm not necessarily going to do fast track for everything at this point. I'm going to let some things go normal speed because it does seem like they've got their turnaround times under control. This one for a fast track, I shipped this box off July 28th. Okay. And it's August 16th right now. This arrived like 4 days ago. So say August 12th, it got back after shipping it to them July 28th. It's fast track, but that's like back in 2 weeks. That's ridiculous. Fast track, it doesn't need to be that fast. You know what I mean? So here we go. 9/8 for Scotty the Body. This is a book he got at my auction. Thank you, Scotty. Scott McKean. That's A War of the Bounty Hunters #4. Second printing, John Tyler Christopher. Negative variant for the Boba. Turnaround times are great until they slab your book backwards or damage it. Yeah, there's that. Apparently, they're starting to put like QC reports on the return envelope, so there's some more accountability for who quality checks your submission. I don't see it here, but I heard John from Bronze and Modern saying he saw that. I don't know. Maybe it's somewhere else in the case. Okay, here's some stuff for Big Arteo. Big Art. This was a book he bought at my auction that we were really hoping for a 9/8 on. It really could have gone either way. Wow, it looks really good. It could have gone either way, 9/6 or 9/8. Unfortunately, we went 9/6 on this one. But that's the 9/11 anniversary issue. 9/11, I always forget the word. Tribute. 9/11 tribute issue, or memorial issue is probably better. But he said that was one of his grails, and he was still happy with the grade. Here's another one of Big Arts. We got an Invincible Iron Man #7, first Riri Williams in the third print with the cover appearance here. And this one is a 9/8. Happy to get that for art. And here he's got an issue 9 in the second print, and this one got a 9.6. So I'm just happy. These needed a lot of work, a lot of pressing work, and I'm just happy that he was able to get 1 of 2 for that set. Although at a quick glance, I'm not sure. Again, just really looks like it could have gone either way. Like, you know, a little bit of white on the bottom corner down there. Clean spine. I mean, looks pretty good. Looks pretty good to me. But that one didn't go our way. Okay, I'm going to save mine for last because those are exciting. I want to show you guys mine last. Okay, here is, who is this? The Sozo Mica. This is going to be RW. Yeah, RW. Here we go. We have a Red Sonja number 8, variant Q. That's the black and white sketch cover. We got a 9.8 for RW on this beautiful Sozo Mica sketch. Here's another Sozo for RW. Another Sozo, Catwoman 42, 1 in 25, 9.8. That one's mine. And this is another RW. This is Batman 122, the Jock 1 in 50. Got a 9.8. So that's great for RW. He's 3 for 3. Okay, this is kind of fun because I got this out in Davey. I got this out in I almost said La La Land, in Tacoma with you. Remember that shop where they only let us take 2 copies of The Wizard, and they were kind of dicks to us, even though they had nothing going on and they should have been selling us everything they had. I got this out of that shop, and damned if it wasn't a natural 9.8. Didn't need a press, and I sold it that way to. Yeah, I sold it that way to who is this? This is IZZ. This is his book. He bought it from my auction. I said I probably said something cocky like, this doesn't need a press, and if it doesn't get a 9.8, you can get your money back. And we got a 9.8. White page. Sometimes you look at a book and you just know nothing needs to be done to it. Right? There he is. There he is. So I don't know what I got that for, but it was very cheap in the shop. So Ram and I both did well there. Congratulations, Ram. Here we go. This one is a Something is Killing number 21. This is the Momoko variant. Another one for Is. I believe that's probably a 1 in 25 on issue 21. Awesome cover. 9.8 for Ram. And this one is also for Ram. It's a Silver Surfer Rebirth, Grassetti Virgin. You got to call Galactus. You got to call a 9.8. Congratulations. Has one more. It's a Batman 118. Another Jock foil. Another one. I don't even remember if I needed to press this one, but it's a nice 9.8. So 4 for 4 for Is. Congratulations, Is. All right, next we have Johnny Hansen. Johnny Hansen with 3 books. 3 books for Johnny. Okay, so more Sozo. Hill of Comics, weird sales tactics, exactly. Sozo Catwoman 41, 9.8 for Johnny. And a Sozo Catwoman 42, 9.8 for Johnny. And then he got a Iron Man War Machine 282. This one looked really good. Yeah, I could see it going either way on this one. Looks great in the slab. Wow. Jeez, it really looks great. I don't see why it wouldn't. Yeah, I guess it's that corner again. Just a corner. Very sharp copy. Got a 9.6. I saw the promo images, Dave. Yes, they're brilliant. They look something like this, but much more professional. West Coast Dave and MM Comics this week, guys. We're going to be on YouTube again, Dave's YouTube this Wednesday, and my Instagram on Thursday. 2 auctions, double your pleasure, double your auctioneers. You got it, Johnny. This is still a beautiful book, 9.6 white. It looks surprisingly perfect in the slab. I mean, granted, I'm looking at it in the plastic and all, but yeah, I guess you can see in the light where they might have had some qualms on the spine and stuff, but I think we did well with it. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right, now my 7 books to Davey sold me a newsie. No, yeah, I got a newsie from you, Dave. I'm still needing to press that for myself. Okay, 7 books for me. 7 books for me, sir. No, not you, Jar Jar, me. Okay, 7 books. These are going to be Lava Fire bangers, guys. So get ready. We got an Heir to the Empire. Now this one, I think I put it in as like a CBCS transmission submission as like a 9.4, and it came back a reject. Like I pre-screened it. It's one of these things where this issue gets a lot of spine, like white on the spine, where it almost looks like the spine is splitting up and stuff. So I kind of just wanted to see what they'd grade it and throw it in there, just kind of keep it slabbed, whatever it got. And it got a 9.0, which is fine. I just wanted a graded copy of Heir, and I didn't want to like try to sell it raw and be like, I don't know what they're gonna say about the spine, blah, blah, blah. You know, not just sort of not be able to say what it is. So yeah, there's like a little like defected by that staple back there with the spine wear. So I was just kind of like, I just want to get it graded, see if I luck out. I sort of feel like I got a fair grade. Not mad at it, just not a big win or something. I could have seen them saying it was a 9.6 and just been like, yeah, they all have this weird spine thing. Yeah, they've got the A5. Yep. So this is one I bought off the shelf, off the wall, really, at my local comic shop here in Rhode Island called the Time Capsule in Cranston. They have 2 locations. Yeah, I got it off the wall from Rob at Time Capsule because my buddy sort of put it in my ear, this kind of spec idea that, like, if they bring the Punisher back, bringing him back as War Machine would be kind of like a cool angle for Disney to take on the character, like a little more PG-13, a little less R-rated maybe, and sort of a way to fold him into Armor Wars. So I kind of like bought into that. And I also just like the covers for Punisher as you know, in Iron Man armor and stuff, and the idea of it is cool to me. This is the second printing on Punisher 219. I think all of these Punisher War Machine books are pretty low print, especially the late printings. And I got this off the wall, pressed it immediately, sent it in immediately, and got a 9.8 on Punisher 219 second print. So I really don't know how this thing prices right now, or what you guys think of that spec, if anyone kind of has heard similar things or not, or if I'm just pipe dreaming. I don't know. Check these out. I'll do these at the same time. I sort of just saved these. I sort of went heavy on both Grim and Trim. No, Grim and Twig. Grim and Twig, I sort of went heavy on ordering them pre-release. Sort of like bought, like, you know how some of those online stores that do variants will have like ratio packs to buy. You know what I mean? Of like the 1 in 75 and the 1 in 100 or whatever the case. I think I did that for both of these titles. And I just thought they were like cool books to submit because it's kind of, I think they're like the highest ratio for each of them. This was the Grimm 1 in 75 Jay Lee sketch, and this is the Scotty Young 1 in 100 sketch. And they both got 9.8s. So thank you very much to nobody in particular. CGC graders, I guess. This is one I got out in Washington. I'll do that last. I'm going to do my Washington grab last because I think that's the most exciting one. This is one I got from Howie. Shout out to Hauser. Bill Howie on Instagram. He sold me a Punchline set. Punchline is very down right now. I feel like her 9.8 is... Danny's on the same train with the Punisher. All right, then I'm not alone. I'm in good company. Thanks, Danny. Let me just highlight your comment there so people know what I'm talking about. So Punchline is very down right now. I feel like her, Hella Risen 9.8s are, I think, sub 200 right now. So I think it's a good buying time for Punchline. I'm just holding all my Punchline, and I got an opportunity to buy a bunch of Punchline keys from Bill Hauser on Instagram. He puts together great sort of like spec packs. I always love his claim sales, and sometimes because I buy so many from him, he'll message me ahead of time and say, I'll give you first shot at this. That was the case with this Punchline set. And I really like this play for Punchline because it's her first cover appearance on issue 92, and it's also a one per store. It did come out later than telling jokes and holding the punchlines. That's right, Davey. This came out later than initial release, I remember, but it's just a nice, rarer version of the first cover Punchline because it was ordered really heavily. Issue 92 was ordered very heavily. After Hella Risen kind of snuck up on people and took them by surprise, this was a very heavily ordered book, but I love the Jimenez cover, and I love the sketch version of it because it's very rare relative to the regular printing, and we got a 9.8. I don't even think, I don't know if it needed a press, but this is just an example of how Howie's books are good pickups, because his Hella Risen 3 wasn't the 9.8 candidate, but this one was, and it definitely made my purchase worth it. All right, down to the last two for me. Johnny likes that cover. Me too. Okay, change that to love. I agree. I'll one up you. I heart that cover. Secret Wars 2. I love this book. It's I think it doesn't get the respect it deserves, considering all of the fervor, the fever pitch around this series, the Hickman Secret Wars run. If people are all hyped about God Emperor Doom, excuse me, had some pizza and then some cookies, a lot of weird stuff going on in there. Ugh, gotta drink some water. Excuse me. This is the Assad Ribic 1 in 25 on Secret Wars 2. And, if God Emperor Doom is in fact a big deal, then you get him on the cover here as well. People sometimes talk about issue 4 being the first cover of God Emperor Doom, but if this is the same character, that's him on the cover of the 1 in 25. Anyway, the cover A seems to do better right now in 9.8 than this one does. It doesn't really make sense to me, but we got another 9.8. This one I was right on the fence about because I almost sent it. I almost got it signed while I was at Terrificon because Assad Ribic was there. Then I just kind of like I tried to sell it raw for someone else who might want to get it signed. Then I thought about signing it myself, and then I was like, whatever. I'll just send it in for the Blue Label. And I actually didn't think it was a shoe-in for a 9.8, so that was a happy surprise. All right, this is the last one, guys. I got this in Washington as well, in a place that Davey knows very well, and I love Johnny. A lot of love going on tonight, guys. Well, I love Davey for introducing me to this shop. You know which one, Dave. I won't even say what the name is or where it is or why I was there or anything like that. It is a very tricky place. It's a very tricky place. Batman 608 second printing was just sitting there next to the cashier at the cash register for $100. And I took a look at it and I said, well, I'll be gosh darned. This looks like a 9/8 candidate. And here it is. Now, this is one I really dropped the ball. I should have gotten this sent into the Jim Lee signing, but I just missed the boat on it. It was definitely slated to go to him, and I didn't get back on my grading train fast enough to get this into him. But that's a very, very cool book. Low printed, iconic cover by Jim Lee. And the first book in the Hush storyline, I believe. Jim Lee 2001 or 2002 for the book. Very cool book. So I got 6 out of 7 for my books, 9/8. I wasn't expecting anything like a 9/8 for the Thrawn, excuse me, I'm just gonna take a nap for a second. Heir to the Empire for the Heir to the Empire. I need the Superman that matches it. Okay. What does that look like? And Danny thinks that the Secret Wars 2 will be bigger, closer to the movie. I think you're right. But Superman that matches it, is it I guess I need it. Dave says I need it, so I guess I do. Guys, let me know what you thought of my submissions. Congratulations to all the folks that submitted through me. I'm happy that we mostly had great results there. Thanks again to Dave for this awesome trade. Remember, guys, I will be live with Dave this Wednesday and Thursday. Crazy doubleheader, Superman 204. I'll have to keep an eye out for that. Is it similarly coveted and collected as the 608, or it just happens to be like a matchy compliment? Jim Lee's cover, Superman standing on a gargoyle opposite facing Batman. Does it really connect like it's supposed to? Like it's supposed to be a connecting? That's interesting. Just a matchy. Okay. Matchy, smashy. All right, guys. It's been fun. I'm going to go do a little bit of shipping and then pass out. But thank you guys so much for watching a impromptu late night CGC unboxing. My name's Matty. These are my comics. See you next time. Peace.